Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into an often overlooked component of your vehicle's cooling system, the radiator pressure cap. While it may seem small and insignificant, this little device plays a crucial role in keeping your engine running smoothly by maintaining optimal temperatures. In this video, we'll explore everything you need to know about radiator pressure caps, including how they work, why they're important, how to maintain them, and what to do if something goes wrong. We'll also cover the different types of radiator caps available, common issues you might encounter, and answer some frequently asked questions. So whether you're a seasoned mechanic or a car enthusiast looking to learn more about your vehicle, this video is for you. Let's get started. First off, what exactly is a radiator pressure cap? Located on top of your vehicle's radiator, this cap is designed to seal the cooling system and maintain pressure within it. It consists of several components: a spring, rubber seal, and sometimes a vacuum valve. The primary purpose of the radiator pressure cap is to regulate the pressure in the cooling system. When your engine heats up, the coolant inside the radiator also heats up and expands. The pressure cap helps maintain this pressure, which raises the boiling point of the coolant and prevents it from boiling over. If the coolant were to boil over, it could lead to overheating and potential engine damage. By keeping the system sealed, the radiator cap ensures that the coolant remains in a liquid state at higher temperatures. Additionally, the radiator cap plays a critical role in allowing for the release of excess pressure. When the pressure reaches a certain threshold, typically around 15 to 20 psi, the spring inside the cap compresses, allowing excess pressure to escape through a release valve. This prevents damage to the cooling system components. Another important feature of some radiator caps is the vacuum valve. When the engine cools down, a vacuum forms in the cooling system as the coolant contracts. The vacuum valve allows coolant to be drawn back into the radiator from the overflow tank, ensuring that there is always enough coolant in the system. In summary, the radiator pressure cap is a vital component that helps maintain optimal engine temperatures by regulating pressure in the cooling system. Now that we know what a radiator pressure cap is, let's discuss how it functions in more detail. The primary job of the cap is to maintain pressure within the cooling system. This is essential because as the engine operates, it generates heat, causing the coolant to expand. When the temperature rises and the coolant expands, the pressure inside the system increases. The radiator cap is designed to hold this pressure until it reaches a specific limit, usually around 15 psi for most vehicles. At this point, the spring inside the cap compresses and allows excess pressure to escape through a release valve. This release mechanism is crucial for preventing damage to various components of the cooling system. If too much pressure builds up without being released, it could lead to hose ruptures, leaks, or even catastrophic failure of the radiator itself. Once the engine cools down after operation, the coolant contracts and creates a vacuum in the cooling system. The vacuum valve in some caps allows coolant from the overflow tank to be drawn back into the radiator. This process ensures that there is always an adequate amount of coolant in the system and helps prevent air from entering. Maintaining a sealed system is important because air can lead to several problems, including corrosion and reduced cooling efficiency. By ensuring that the radiator cap functions correctly, you're helping to keep your engine running at optimal temperatures. In addition to regulating pressure and allowing for coolant flow, a properly functioning radiator cap also helps maintain the overall health of your vehicle's cooling system. It prevents contamination from entering the system and helps keep everything working smoothly. There are several types of radiator pressure caps available on the market today. Understanding these different types can help you choose the right one for your vehicle. Standard caps. These are the most common types of radiator caps found on most vehicles. They typically have a pressure rating of around 15 psi, but can vary depending on the make and model of your car. Uprushka caps. Some vehicles, especially those designed for high performance or racing applications, may require high-pressure caps. These caps can withstand greater temperatures and pressures, often rated at 20 psi or higher. Specialty caps. There are also specialty radiator caps designed for specific applications or modifications. For example, some racing vehicles may use caps with higher pressure ratings or unique designs that help with performance under extreme conditions. When choosing a radiator cap for your vehicle, it's essential to consider its pressure rating and compatibility with your cooling system. Always refer to your vehicle's owner manual for recommendations on which type of cap is suitable. Using an incorrect cap can lead to improper sealing and overheating issues. If you're unsure about which cap to choose or if you need a replacement, consulting with a professional mechanic can help ensure you get the right part for your vehicle. So why is it so important to have a functional radiator pressure cap? A faulty or broken cap can lead to significant problems such as overheating engines, coolant loss, and even severe engine damage. When a radiator cap fails, it may not be able to maintain proper pressure within the cooling system. This can result in several issues. Overheating. Without adequate pressure regulation, coolant can boil over more easily, leading to overheating of the engine. Overheating can cause severe damage to engine components and may even result in complete engine failure if not addressed promptly. Coolant loss. A malfunctioning cap can lead to coolant leaks. If coolant escapes from the system due to a faulty seal or improper sealing under pressure, you may find yourself with low coolant levels, which can exacerbate overheating issues. Engine damage. Prolonged overheating due to a faulty radiator cap can cause significant damage to internal engine components such as gaskets, pistons, and cylinder heads. This can lead to costly repairs or even engine replacement. You might notice signs that indicate your radiator cap needs replacement. Look out for visible wear and tear on the rubber seal or any signs of leaking coolant around the cap area. If your engine is frequently overheating or if you see steam coming from under the hood, these could also be signs that your radiator cap isn't doing its job. Maintaining a properly functioning radiator cap is crucial for overall vehicle performance. Ignoring this small component can lead to costly repairs down the line. Maintenance tips for radiator pressure caps. Now let's talk about maintenance tips for your radiator pressure cap. Regularly inspecting your radiator cap should be part of your routine vehicle maintenance. Regular inspection. During routine maintenance checks or oil changes, take a moment to inspect your radiator cap. Look for any visible signs of wear or damage, such as cracks in the plastic or degradation of the rubber seal. Cleaning. Keeping your radiator cap clean can help ensure proper sealing. Simply wipe it down with a clean cloth to remove any debris or corrosion that may interfere with its function. Replacement intervals. It's generally recommended to replace your radiator cap every few years or whenever you notice any issues such as leaks or overheating. If you're unsure about when to replace it, consult your vehicle's owner manual for guidance. Use OEM parts. When replacing your radiator cap, always opt for OEM, original equipment manufacturer, parts if possible. These are specifically designed for your vehicle and will ensure optimal performance. Check coolant levels. Regularly check your coolant levels and make sure that your cooling system remains sealed. This will help prolong the life of your radiator cap. By following these maintenance tips, you can help ensure that your radiator pressure cap functions correctly and keeps your engine running smoothly. Common issues. If you suspect there's an issue with your radiator cap, here's how you can troubleshoot it effectively. Look for signs of leaks. Start by checking around the radiator cap area for any signs of coolant leaks or wet spots on hoses or under your vehicle. Check engine temperature. If your engine frequently runs hot or overheats during operation, it may indicate that your radiator cap isn't maintaining proper pressure. Inspect for steam. If you see steam coming from under the hood while driving or after turning off your engine, this could be a sign that coolant is boiling over due to inadequate pressure regulation. Test with pressure tester. You can test your pressure cap using a pressure tester. This tool will help you determine if your cap can hold pressure effectively. If it fails this test or shows any signs of damage during inspection, it's best to replace it. Seek professional help. If you're unsure about diagnosing or fixing issues related to your radiator cap, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Sometimes it's better to leave it to an expert than risk further damage to your vehicle. By being proactive about troubleshooting potential issues with your radiator cap, you can save yourself from costly repairs down the line. Frequently asked questions. As we wrap up our discussion on radiator pressure caps, let's address some frequently asked questions. Can you drive with a faulty radiator cap? It's not advisable. Driving with a faulty radiator cap can lead to overheating and engine damage if not addressed promptly. How often should you replace your radiator cap? It's generally recommended to replace your radiator cap every few years or whenever you notice any signs of wear or leaks. What happens if you use the wrong pressure cap? Using an incorrect cap can lead to improper sealing and overheating issues due to inadequate pressure regulation. Can a bad radiator cap cause overheating? Absolutely. A malfunctioning cap can prevent proper pressure regulation within the cooling system, leading to overheating problems. How do you know if your cap is bad? Look for leaks around the cap area, frequent overheating issues, or visible wear on the rubber seal as indicators that your cap may need replacement. In conclusion, maintaining your radiator pressure cap is vital for keeping your engine running efficiently and avoiding costly repairs. Regular inspections and timely replacements can save you from significant headaches down the road. Understanding how this small yet essential component works will empower you as a vehicle owner or enthusiast. By ensuring that your radiator cap functions properly and addressing any issues promptly, you'll help maintain optimal engine temperatures and prolong the life of your vehicle's cooling system. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more automotive tips and tricks. Share your experiences with radiator caps in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Drive safe.